throughout the season?
For camp, at least. I'm gonna let it go, see what happens.
Is that your first one?
Yeah.
Scrape it off a few times, let it come out a little
Right,
thicker.
right. That's what
You do what you want to do.
Very distracting.
I know. It's for the defense to see. They get pretty intimidating.
You look at yourself and say, I'm the first guy up. How is the competition going among you?
You just don't really know yet. We haven't even started camp yet, and this is the most important time. We have I think it's 14 practices during training camp plus the 2 weeks to prepare for Coastal and then on to Georgia. So a lot can happen in those practices. So I'll tell you one thing: me, Casey, all of us, we're all going to go every day pretending that we're the number one guys, just so that the coach can see what we can do.
You have been here the longest. Do you think experience maybe gives you a little bit of an edge?
I've played in 30 games, and it has to. I've seen so many things. I remember my first play against Kentucky in 2014, and from 30 games later, playing against Michigan in the last games. So I've seen a lot of things, and that helps a lot because it's such a mental game. You're seeing all this stuff on the field; it helps a lot. But like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It just matters if you make plays.
What's the first play against Kentucky that you remember?
It was a sweep away from me. I was still a walk-on. I look back at film, and I really shouldn't have been on the field. But like I said, the experience is so important, and I learned a lot. But it was in Spurrier's terms, it was 38 away, and I was just cutting off. And against number 35, I remember like it was yesterday. The student section on my back, I think it was like the 18-yard line, left hash. I remember it.
What was it down in distance?
I think it was either second or third. Second down. Yeah. I don't know the yards.
Speed, hands, and blocking ability, Jacob. What do you think is the most important for a tight end to have, and what do you think is the best thing you do?
Everything. Tight end is more of a hybrid than any other position on the field. So you need to have hands, you need to block, and you need to catch. That's really it. You just got to be able to do everything.
What do you think is the best thing you do of those three?
In order for me to get on the field these last couple of years, I've had to work a lot on blocking. So I take pride in that. And blocking means a lot to me because it is what got me on the field when times got tough for me. So I'll always be a good blocker in my mind, and I always love blocking. But I also like scoring touchdowns.
What's the biggest thing you had to do to improve your blocking?
My blocking, actually, Mike Matulis, when he went through the draft process and he got done with the Steelers, he was still working. He was working here as a strength intern, and he helped me out a lot. He was working on my first step because my first step was the biggest thing with me. Because I always take a back step when I first block, and I always lose positioning. So that really helped me out a lot, and also bringing my hands.